Speaking of
with
parties
kittens.
and music and having fun and
Yes.
enjoying life,
Yes.
Our guest today, his name is Jerome. And
Awesome.
he has a band called Ships to Rome. Let's welcome Jerome Blankenship.
Jerome.
Yay, Jerome. Hi.
Clap, clap,
I
clap,
would,
clap, clap.
the cat.
I see. The cat
Yes.
is more huggable than me anyway.
Oh. So, Jerome, I know you because my husband and you worked together for a time cooking.
Yes.
And
lucky me that I got to know Justin.
Heck yeah, lucky you.
And learn your
lucky
guys'
him.
story.
But you guys work together, but now, first of all, before we get to your band, now you own a sign company. You make wooden signs for the city, and they're gorgeous.
Yeah.
They're all around McMinnville.
Yeah, so that's kind of a inherited thing. Lost my dad and was a bit tired of cooking and had been doing that for 18 years.
Yeah.
And yeah, I saw an opportunity, and I don't know a lot about the business itself, but I'm kind of learning as I go. Definitely not as good of an artist as you, but I do have artistic background, and I think anyone can learn almost anything at any age. So
Yeah, absolutely.
working on that.
Yeah, so, but your hobby and your passion and your love and just your creativity flow from music. And so when did your band form? How long have you guys been performing together?
Ships to Rome came about after a pretty long period of me playing in other people's bands and touring the country and doing things like that. That was post music school.
Oh, okay.
And Ships to Rome happened in 2006, and it was just a solo thing. And then once I moved out here and was raising children, there was a hiatus, and I met other musicians out here, really great people that helped me kind of put the band together. And this last album, Boxing the Compass, was it was done out here with local musicians, and it's the first like rock album we've done. Everything else has been really, really mellow.
Oh, okay.
So this has a little more of a rock feel to it.
Nice. That's awesome. So being in the rock industry, do you have any embarrassing stories? Or anything interesting?
See, this goes way back. So this goes way back.
Let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
I don't have. Well, I do remember breaking a string in Seattle at the Showbox, and it was like this really high-profile show. And I was changing the string, and the band was getting really impatient, and it was a band that I really wanted to be in. Luckily, they didn't fire me, but so that's one, and it was sort of embarrassing. But probably the most embarrassing musical thing that I can recall is that my friend in middle school, his voice changed a little quicker than everyone else's. Oh. And he was given a solo that year in choir. And I think it was I'll Be Home for Christmas.
Okay.
And he was, home for Christmas.
Yeah.
Except for he was like supposed to sing it in a rather high register.
Yeah.
Like he was singing the octave. He probably should have gone lower. But I mean, his voice, he got through about half the song. His voice was cracking. He was dressed, there was like a soldier on stage with him. And he was one of my good friends, and his voice was cracking left and right, and you know, the terror of puberty, you know, in front of your peers.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
your voice is cracking.
Totally get it. And
so I was embarrassed for him.
Oh, poor guy.
He made it through, though. He's a great man nowadays. So
Oh, the kitten feels bad, too.
It does.
they're nervous for their solo as well.
Yeah, they're like,
Yes.
oh, I'm a kitten.
Meow, meow,
meow, meow, meow. So what are some upcoming shows? Do you have anything upcoming? You just released your CD.
We released our CD last Friday
That's awesome.
at Hotel Oregon with
That's
Skybound
awesome.
Blue. They're another excellent local band.
Awesome.
And we have another show coming up November 17th at the Ship in Multnomah Village. And you can see us there. We might be
nice.
trying a new drummer out at that show.
Ooh, okay. That's exciting.
Yeah, well, people age and they have babies, and
Yeah, that's
sometimes they
true.
can't do the things they love to do. But
Because they get to learn how to love new things.
yep, exactly.
Yes. Well, I am so excited for you guys and for what's going on in your life and in your band. But
Thank
I'm
you.
also very excited. So fun. So I wanted to talk to you guys about just some fun. We still have some time to talk.
Nice.
So I know,
Good
right?
time management.
It is, yeah.
management.
I love talking to y'all. So I never got to talk to you about just some fun childhood, like what made you want to get into Naked Winery, or like what drew you to them?
Well, I've always, like I said before, been in the service industry, and it's just kind of come really naturally to me. I don't have problem talking to strangers about pretty much anything. I've always been that girl.
You and I are alike.
I would cry if I had to work at a cubicle somewhere, so I wanted to do something that was fun, and I'm really good at what I do, but then I found this company that incorporated everything I was already doing and that I was good at into like actually having a purpose. And
Okay, so I have a question.
Yes.
Sorry. What has been your favorite event to plan and attend with Naked Winery?
That's a really tough one. I would have to say the most recent one that I was really proud of was this last year we started Spirit Animal Masquerade Ball here in McMinnville for my McMinnville Club Naked members. And it was so cool to see everybody come out, not only dressed up, but like also wearing some kind of cool animal head or animal mask and talk about their spirit animal and just like let them stop adulting and be little kids for a little while.
Yeah. So everyone's
hang
like
out.
dressed up, like almost like a masquerade ball.
Yeah, like they're going to a fancy
awesome.
masquerade ball, but then with like crazy animal heads and come as your spirit animal kind of thing. So that was really fun for me to plan, and it was really fun for me to also attend because I got to buy a big headdress that I would have no other reason to wear or need.
Awesome.
I got to do that.
What's your
It was
spirit
super
animal?
fun.
Can I ask?
An octopus.
Octopus.
Nice.
I'm wearing my octopus pants.
That's what those are. I was wondering what these
Suction cups.
They look like
Interessante.
eyeballs.
It's the hair. It gets tangled in everything. It will like suffocate you if you sleep next to me.
There you go.
So I love the ocean. So
Okay,
Cool.
makes sense.
mermaids aren't real.
Well,
They're fun,
ships
but
to Rome. You like have a title on your Facebook. You're the captain.
That's just what they've said.
the captain is on my business card. I'm the captain too.
So I've been on boats and whatnot, but I don't actually know how to sail.
You have two
There is a
captains
sailor
on
in the
your
band
show
though,
today.
Yeah.
so it's
So
legit.
then, when did you start playing music? Like, how young were you?
I was 10 years old, basic band and choir, and then all my uncles played music.
Oh, cool.
And so they were sort of my mentors, and I wanted to be in a band from the time I was pretty much that age. By the time I was 13, I had a band, and then by the time I was 20, I was on the road playing music with other bands, went to music school, and
Which music school?
So I attended PCC. They have a vocational music program, and then I went to Portland State University.
Oh, awesome.
Cool.
How fun.
Yeah.
Nice. So I learned how to play piano when I was like 5, 6, just the classical, like reading notes, reading sheet music. And it wasn't until my brother got back from Iraq, because my brother learned how to play the guitar when he was in Iraq,
Oh, wow.
when he was stationed there. And because they were doing this guitar drop thing, like for soldiers, they were handing out guitars. It was so great. And he always wanted to learn. And so he learned while he was over there. And so when he was on leave, he came back and he knew I played the piano. But I only played like classical. I always wanted to be able to just look at a piece of music and just play it immediately. I always wanted that, but I didn't know how to go about doing that. And it was actually my brother who, like, in a weird roundabout way, taught me how to play chords. He's like, so I'm just doing C, D, F, so just play that. And I'm like, I don't know what that means. And he's like, just play C. And so I'm like, ding. He's like, now do the 2 other things to make the chord. And I'm like, what? And then as he's just started asking me over and over, and I finally was like, oh my gosh, I know how to do it, because I had been doing scales my whole life, basically.
Yeah.
And the chord is within the scale.
Yeah.
And so it was just like this magical moment where it was like, I didn't know what I was doing one moment, and then one moment I'm playing this progression with my brother, and it was
awesome.
This beautiful thing. So anywho, well, I'm so happy you were here to share this moment with me, and this was super fun, and thank you, Jerome,
Thanks,
for
Mandy.
being on here, and thank you.
Thanks, Mandy.
And we should definitely have y'all back soon. But I want to say thank you to my audience so much for coming and being a part of this wonderful experience. Next week on the show, we're going to have Skylar, the guy who, oh, this is not the ring. Anyway, we made a coin ring together. And we're going to have the Great Northwest dudes, the insurance brokers. They're really hilarious. And Sasquatch is coming too. Yes, Sasquatch. He's going to join us.
Exciting.
Yes.
Cool.
So come back, and thanks again. And I want to say thank you so much to MCM Studios for hosting us in McMinnville. Bye.